In this video I'll talk about our 2-week expedition to the tribes of Papua New Guinea, a shocking rise on the Sulawesi island, about the world-famous volcano Krakatau and the inhabitants of the South Pacific Ocean. Our journey began with Krakatau, which explosion was the most powerful in the history of modern mankind. The volcano is situated in the middle of the ocean between Java and Sumatra, two major islands of Indonesia. It takes about 3 hours to get to it by boat. There are not many types of animals that thrive around this volcano, except for some species which we were lucky to see this time. For example, we have seen warans. And look, what a huge python! And this is Krakatau. In 1883, the most powerful volcanic eruption in the history of modern mankind happened right here. The explosion was so powerful that it was heard by the third part of the world's population. A shock wave went around the earth about 7 times. In 120 kilometers from here, in the capital city Jakarta, all the windows and doors were blown out and the tile was blown off roofs. After this eruption, Krakatau split into pieces, and in the center a new volcano appeared, which we can see now. It's called Krakatau, Krakatau's child. However, even now the volcano keeps being active. The last major eruption occurred in 2007 and 2012. Lava flowing out was seen from the neighboring islands. Now there is such a trail formed by lava. Unfortunately, it's not possible to climb up to the crater's edge, but you can observe the volcano and all its beauty from the water, or go up to one of its spurs. Since the ancient times, the Sulawesi island in the mountain valley has been inhabited by the Toraja people. They lived in isolation from the outside world until they were discovered by Dutch missionaries in the middle of the last century. They believed that their ancestors came down to earth from the heavens of the mystical world Puja. No matter how beautiful these houses are, the islanders are famous not for them, but for their terrifying funeral ceremonies. There is still a caste system in this society. A striking thing is that a man is judged here not by the way he led the life, but by the way funeral ceremony for him was carried out. In order the soul of a deceased goes back into the world of ancestors, it's necessary to arrange proper funeral ceremonies with a special slaughter of ritual buffalo. But the thing is that the price of a buffalo can reach $60,000. The standard price is $5,000 for the most expensive animals of such different colors as black and pink. In Moscow, for this money you can afford buying a cheap apartment or an expensive car. It takes the Toraja family's years to save up enough money to organize a proper burial. We also managed to attend this ceremony. Here, at this site, the bloody ceremony with the sacrificing of a buffalo is going to take place. The guests are gathering, the food is being cooked, more than 200 guests can gather here. Yesterday, 1 buffalo was stabbed here. The same will happen to 4 animals today and to 2 tomorrow. At the same time, the pigs will be cut here and the great feast will be organized. After the funeral, the deceased, depending on the caste, will be buried in the limestone rocks or in the caves. The doll, called Tau, is made as a copy of the deceased. It's necessary to care about it, change its clothes, check if everything is okay with it. We've also been in the caves. The whole family is buried in the place. From time to time their relatives bring cigarettes and coins here. So here we are crawling in a confined space. the northern coast of Papua New Guinea, we're going to visit the whale sharks, the largest among currently living sharks in the world. To find them, we'll need the help of local fishermen who occasionally notice them and are ready to lure them with the thousands of dead fry. Usually they eat plankton and fry, that's why it's safe for a man to swim with them. By the way, they don't have teeth. They can reach up to 20 meters length and can weigh up to 30 tons. That's like a school bus full of people. They even let you grab their fins and look into their jaws. We've had a chance to swim with 10-meter length giants. Then we went to the center of New Guinea and visit the families still living in the Stone Age. Surrounding reality on the way there resembles the novels of Jules Verne, the impenetrable jungle and the gold mines here and there. This is the place where prospectors seek gold manually and by sifting pebbles and sand try to discover gold nuggets. I'd like to mention that these places are not touristic areas unlike Bali and Wale or Wamena. They are not included in the guidebooks or marked on maps. Before we get there, we'll have a transit through rather civilized towns. Right now we're at the service in a church. Our first wild point was a group of villages strongly rejecting civilization. They don't accept electricity or mobile phones and continue to live as they did many centuries ago. We had a warm welcome. We've been invited to the hut. By the way, men and women still live in the different houses. In the center of each house, there must be a fireplace. I asked locals to sing for us and they willingly agreed to do that. All the songs are performed in one way. The headman begins to sing and the others follow him. In the end, I thanked everyone and advised them to continue to live the way they do now. By the way, it's a traditional Papuan handshake. This is how it looks at close range. Now we're going to attend the Papuan Festival of Friendship. About 20 villages, both from remote locations with no civilization and from nearby villages quite civilized, get together for a week to chat, cook, meet friends and do many other things together. To get to the venue, we've been walking for a few hours accompanied by all the villagers. Udakebo. 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 On the way there, we met other villages and they gave us really warm welcome. Oh yeah. Take for example this relatively modern village. They are meeting us with songs and guitars play. And this village is from a distant area. The center of the venue will be numerous villages, each bringing something different, like vegetables, some wood or pigs. There is no trade here, all is common. Each village is carrying their gifts and giving loud cries of joy. They are moving in a spiral and leaving their gifts in the center. They will spend the whole week making friends with each other, socializing and enjoying the life. And now we've come to a rather modern town to fly back to the mainland, to civilization. Here we're walking across the runway. It's usual that people and pigs as well walk across it. Right there by the roadside people have plowed their vegetable gardens. So this is a local airport. There are military men over there. Here tickets are sold. This is a remote bank because there is no office. It operates via satellite. And that's how the departure lounge looks like. The passengers are waiting for their flights. No tickets are issued. All is on a piece of paper. Yes, it's just impossible to buy plane tickets. What you have to do is pay the money and be satisfied with the fact that your name is on the list on a sheet of paper. Another striking thing is that there is no timetable for flights. Planes take off when they are filled with passengers. This is our so-called air shuttle bus that will take our to the mainland of the shore. It looks a bit scary, honestly. See how easy it's to get into a cockpit in Papua and meet a pilot sitting there, and even navigate a plane a little. The population of Western Papua is only 4 million people. You are flying and no settlements are in sight. There is nothing but jungle and mountains around us that keeps Papuans isolated from the rest of the world even now. This is at the end of our journey and we had to take 8 planes to get back home.